I've been running a Google Ads agency for over 13 years, and in this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 signs that your Google Ads agency is not worth the money you are paying them. If any of these apply to your situation right now, you need to have a very uncomfortable conversation this week. Because here's the thing, hiring a Google Ads agency is one of the highest stakes decision an e-commerce founder makes for paid media. You could be spending 10K, 50K, 100K a month, and then you're trusting someone else to make every single decision with all that money. And the honest truth is that there are a lot of agencies out there who just aren't all that great. I see it every single week. I'll audit a new account, and within about 10 minutes, I can tell you exactly which corners the previous agency has cut, which lazy defaults they've left in place, and roughly how much money they've cost the founder over the past year. So I want to give you a diagnostic framework. 5 specific red flags named and explained so that you can look at your own agency relationship and figure out, am I being served well? Or am I being quietly drained? I'm an agency owner myself, so I'm calling out my own industry here, but I'd rather you find out now than after another 12 months of mediocre returns. If you're new here, hi, my name is Daryl. I've been running a Google Ads agency called Big Flare since 2013. And before running my own agency, I was working at other agencies. All in all, I've been in the industry close to 2 decades now, and I've worked with literally hundreds of businesses. So I've seen up close what good agency work actually looks like and what bad agency work looks like too. All right, let's get into it. Red flag number 1, juniors are the ones actually running your account. Think back to the sales process. They probably wheeled out the founder, the CEO, or one of the top dogs to get you on the call. Sharp answers, big numbers, really deep experience. You walked away feeling like the senior team was going to be hands-on with your money. Then onboarding happens, and you get introduced to your actual account manager, and then they've only got 1 or 2 years of experience, sometimes literally fresh out of university. Now, I have nothing against juniors, everyone starts somewhere, and I have newer specialists in my own team. But there is a problem when a junior is the only one who's actually touching your account. Because running Google Ads is not just an ads challenge, it's a business challenge. To run a Google Ads account really well, the person at the wheel needs to understand how your business actually makes money, what your margins look like, what a good customer acquisition cost is for your category, how returns and refunds affect profitability, how seasonality, pricing, lifetime value, and offer strategy all feed back into what the ad account should be doing right now. A specialist with 1 or 2 years of experience just hasn't seen enough businesses yet to have that kind of perspective. They know the buttons in Google Ads. They don't yet know what to do with them in the context of your business. So the result is an account that gets technically maintained but never strategically pushed. If you're paying senior money based on the sales call but getting junior execution day to day, that's red flag number 1. A good agency assigns real talent to the managing of actual ad accounts instead of just putting the talented people on the sales side of things. Red flag number 2, a templated, cookie cutter approach. This one is everywhere and it follows directly from red flag number 1. When juniors are running accounts at scale, the only way an agency can keep things moving is to give them a template, a default campaign structure, a default set of strategies, a default weekly tick box of standard optimizations that don't actually move the needle. And that template gets dropped onto every single client, regardless of what the business actually needs. The agency calls it a proven framework. What it really is the same setup recycled across 100 totally different businesses. So here's the problem. Your business is not built off a template. You have a specific product mix, a specific margin profile, a specific buyer journey, a specific competitor set, and a specific seasonal rhythm. A campaign structure that works brilliantly for a high-margin DTC apparel brand will quietly destroy a low-margin B2B promotional products brand. An optimization strategy that suits a long consideration cycle will misfire on a low AOV impulse buy. What you actually want from a Google Ads agency is the opposite of templated. You want someone who sits down at the start, asks proper questions about your business, and then designs a strategy that is built for you. How are your products grouped, and how should that map to ad groups or asset groups? Where should you concentrate spend versus pulling back? How should bid strategies and target KPIs be tuned to your specific margins? And what does your audience strategy look like in light of your typical buyer journey and ICP? That kind of bespoke thinking and setup is what actually moves the needle in your account. If your current agency cannot show you why your account is structured the way it is, in terms of your business, not their template, then you're paying premium money for a recycled blueprint. So that's red flag number 2. Red flag number 3, they ghost you. This is the agency that you can never quite get a hold of. You're stuck on email only. There's maybe no direct line, maybe no DM channel, no way to fire off a quick message from your phone when something urgent comes up. You end up sending a question on Monday, and maybe it's a critical question. Performance has dropped, campaign has gone weird, a tracking issue has cropped up. You've got an offer launching next week. And then by Friday, still no reply. The following Tuesday, you finally get an email back. And then the answer is one paragraph of fluff that doesn't actually address what you actually asked for. You're left holding the ball without good backup to help you out. Here's why this matters so much in Google Ads specifically. This is a live, real-time platform. If something is going wrong, every day you wait is more money down the drain. If something is going right, every day you wait is missed scaling opportunity. The pace of communication with your agency has to match the pace of the platform and of your business. If your agency only operates on a weekly email rhythm with vague answers, no direct line, and no sense of urgency, they're not running your account at the speed the platform actually demands. A good agency gives you a direct line to the person on your account. Phone, DMs, Slack, WhatsApp, regular meetings, whatever the channel is, you can reach them quickly and you get fast, specific answers when you do. If you can't reach your agency easily, or the answers you do get are slow and unsatisfying, that's your red flag number 3 right there. Okay, red flag number 4, the set and forget agency. Some agencies take on a new client, build the initial campaigns, and then essentially go to the beach. Each month, they fire off an automated report, and maybe they pop in to check the numbers once in a while. But there's no real active optimization happening. The retainer keeps landing in their bank account, and your account is quietly sat there on autopilot. There is a simple way you can sanity check this yourself. Go into your Google Ads account. Click into Change History. Set the date range to the last 60 or 90 days, and then see how much actual activity there is in there. Now, I need to be careful here because the change history is not the be-all and end-all. There is genuinely a lot of work that can happen outside of it. Strategizing, planning, data analysis, internal discussions, monitoring competitors, and or making changes through an API tool that doesn't necessarily show up in the change history. So if the change history looks a little bit sparse, give your agency some benefit of the doubt, but don't stop there. The real way to find out if they are set and forget is to actually talk to them. Ask them what they've been working on this week. Ask them what they're planning to do next week. If they have clear, immediate, specific answers, a real list of what they've done and what is coming next, you're probably in good hands. If they fumble, get defensive, or give you a vague, "we've been monitoring" kind of answer, that is a problem. And one more thing, while change history is not everything, there should still be at least something in there. If the change history is completely dead, not a single change in the past month, let's say, then you've almost certainly got an issue. You could be looking at a straight up set and forget kind of agency. Now, before I get into the final red flag, which is honestly the worst of all 5, I want to mention something that might actually be useful to you. If you've been watching this and you're starting to recognize your own agency in these red flags, well, my agency Big Flare offers a fully done-for-you Google Ads service. Everything I'm explaining in this video, like senior specialists actually running the account, custom campaign structures built around your business, fast direct communication, and a hard cap on client load per specialist, that is exactly how we run things for our clients at Big Flare. And as a starting point, we offer a free strategy call where I'll personally take a look at your account and tell you honestly what I think. No hard sell, no obligation, just a straight read on whether we'd be a good fit and what I would do differently. If that sounds useful to you, the link to book is in the description below. All right, back to the final red flag, and this is the one that quietly causes most of the other ones. Red flag number 5. The people running your ad campaigns have way too many clients. This is a structural red flag that quietly causes a lot of the other ones on this list. Some agencies seek to maximize their margins by stacking client load onto their team. More clients per team member, more revenue per head for them, and fatter margins for the founders. The cost shows up in two places: the mental health of their team and the quality of the results that you're getting. Here's a rule of thumb: if the agency you work with has a lot more than 10 clients per specialist, they are likely overloading their team. If they are handing them 15 or 20 clients, the quality of work is almost certainly suffering. I've seen other agencies that even load more than 30 clients per account manager. At that point, no human can do good work. Even the best Google Ads specialist in the world cannot pay proper attention to 30 businesses all at once. It's not a skill issue at that point, it's a maths issue. There are just not enough hours in the week. And then this is also usually the real reason behind the ghosting in red flag 3 and the set and forget in red flag 4. The person on your account is not necessarily low skill or lazy, and they're not a bad person. They're just buried. So when you're vetting an agency or interrogating your current one, ask them directly: how many clients is the specialist on my account handling right now? How many accounts does each member of your delivery team look after on average? A good agency will have a clear, sensible answer that hopefully is 10 or less. A bad agency will dodge the question, give you a fluffy answer, or quote a number that tells you that their team is stretched. If your person has way too many clients, you cannot fix it by demanding more from them. The only fix is for the agency to either cap their client load or for you to find another agency that already does. That's red flag number 5, and that's the structural one that makes most of the other ones possible. So those are the 5 red flags. If you spotted your own agency in one of these, that's a yellow flag, worth a conversation. If you spotted them in 2 or 3, that's a problem and you need to act. And if you spotted your agency in all 5, I'm very sorry, but you've already lost a lot of money and you need to make a change very soon. The first step is just to ask your agency directly: who's the actual specialist on my account? How many years of experience do they have? Why is my account structured this way? What specifically about my business led to these decisions? What is the fastest way to reach you when something urgent comes up? What did you do in my account last week, and what are you planning to do next week? How many other clients is the specialist on my account handling right now? Watch how they respond. A good agency will have clear, confident, specific answers to every single one of these questions. A bad agency will get defensive, give you fluff, or try to change the subject. And then that's the diagnostic right there. If you've enjoyed this video, then check out this video right up here, where I dive into the best e-commerce Google Ads strategy in 2026. In that video, I dive into the exact type of thinking and strategy that delivers real results in Google Ads in this day and age. All right, good luck out there, guys, and see you in the next one.